I burst into the locker room after practice, my heart pounding from the frantic call I'd received. "We need to talk," Adriana had said over the phone, her voice clipped and urgent. Now, as she locked the door behind us, her green eyes locked onto mine with an intensity that made my stomach twist, she dropped the bomb. "I'm in love with your daughter Elena." The words hung in the air like a slap, echoing off the cold metal lockers. My mind reeled. Elena, my sweet, straight-A student, the girl who'd always been so focused on her future, tangled up with her soccer coach? Adriana stood there, arms crossed over her red track jacket, her short wavy hair slightly disheveled from the wind outside, waiting for my reaction. But all I could think was how this explained the late practices, the secretive texts, the way Elena had been pulling away from our family dinners. I sank onto the bench, my legs giving out. "How long?" I demanded, my voice barely above a whisper. Adriana hesitated, then sat across from me, her posture rigid. It started innocently enough, mentoring her through her senior year stresses. But then, feelings grew. "We've been seeing each other for 3 months. 3 months. While I'd been bragging to friends about how dedicated her coach was. The betrayal stung deep, not just from Adriana, but from Elena keeping this secret. In my head I replayed every family moment. Her laughter at the table, her hugs goodnight. Was it all a facade? Adriana leaned forward, her expression pleading. "Mrs. Thompson, I know this is shocking. I'm risking everything, my job, my reputation. But Elena feels the same. She's 18, it's her choice." Her choice. I wanted to scream. In our conservative suburb of Denver, Colorado, where church picnics and neighborhood barbecues define normalcy, this wasn't just a choice. It was a grenade tossed into our lives. My husband, Mark, would explode. He'd always been the traditional type, dreaming of walking Elena down the aisle to some nice boy from college. But as Adriana spoke, her voice cracking with emotion, I saw the vulnerability beneath her tough exterior. "I've never felt this way before. With women it's always been complicated for me. Hiding, pretending. Elena makes me want to stop hiding." Her words pierced me, stirring unwanted empathy. Hadn't I hidden parts of myself too? In college there was that one friend. But I'd buried it, chosen the safe path. Now, facing Adriana, I wondered if Elena was braver than I'd ever been. I stood up abruptly, needing air. "You stay away from her," I hissed, unlocking the door with trembling hands. But as I stormed out, Adriana's final words chased me. "She won't let me." That night at home, Elena was in her room, scrolling through her phone. I knocked, entering without waiting. "We need to talk about Adriana." Her face paled, blue eyes widening in panic. "Mom, how did you?" She sat up on her bed, clutching her pillow like a shield. "It's not what you think. We're just close." But her voice wavered, and I saw the truth in her flushed cheeks. "Close? She's your coach, Elena. Twice your age." Actually, Adriana was 32, Elena 18 to 14 years apart. Not illegal, but wrong in every other way. Elena's shoulders slumped, tears welling. "Age doesn't matter. She understands me, Mom. You and Dad are always pushing me toward college, boys, the perfect life. But with her I feel seen." Seen. The word echoed in my mind, a dagger to my parental heart. Had I failed to see her? All those years of soccer games, cheering from the sidelines, thinking I was supporting her dreams. But now doubt crept in. Maybe her dreams weren't what I'd assumed. "What about your future? College scholarships? This could ruin everything." Elena wiped her eyes, her voice gaining strength. "My future isn't yours to map out. I love her, Mom. And if you tell Dad, it'll destroy us all." The threat hung heavy. Mark was downstairs watching TV, oblivious. If I told him, the fallout would be nuclear, yelling ultimatums, perhaps even kicking Elena out. But keeping it secret? That made me complicit. As I left her room, my mind swirled with inner turmoil. Was I protecting her or controlling her? The house felt smaller, the walls closing in with unspoken lies. The next day, I confronted Adriana at the school field, away from prying eyes. "End it," I said flatly. She shook her head, her green eyes defiant. "I can't. Elena won't." We stood there, two women at war over the same girl, me as mother, her as lover. The tension crackled, a storm brewing. In my heart I knew this was just the beginning. Choices loomed, each with a price tag of pain. Elena started sneaking out, her excuses flimsy. Study group, she'd say, but I'd catch the scent of Adriana's perfume on her clothes. Mark noticed her distance, attributing it to senioritis. She's growing up, he'd muse clueless. But inside I wrestled. Tell him and risk family fracture or handle it alone. The isolation gnawed at me. Nights spent staring at the ceiling, questioning every decision. One evening Elena came home late, eyes red from crying. Adriana wants to go public, she confessed, collapsing on the couch. Public? In our town where whispers traveled faster than light. You can't, I urged. But she looked at me with resolve. Why not? Hiding hurts more. Her words mirrored Adriana's, an echo that haunted me. Was hiding the real betrayal to oneself? As the days blurred, the pressure mounted. I found myself at church seeking guidance, but the pastor's words on traditional values only fueled my conflict. Deep down I envied their courage but fear won. I had to stop this before it exploded. The explosion came sooner than expected. Mark found a text on Elena's phone, innocent enough, but the heart emoji from Coach raised flags. What's this? He bellowed at dinner, slamming the phone down. Elena froze, fork midway to her mouth. I tried to intervene. It's nothing, probably team motivation. But Mark's eyes narrowed, suspicion igniting. Motivation? With hearts? Explain, Elena. She glanced at me, pleading silently. But the dam broke. Dad, I'm gay. And Adriana and I are together. The silence was deafening, broken only by Mark's chair scraping back as he stood. What? The coach? That's predatory. His face reddened, veins bulging. Elena stood too, chin up. It's not. We love each other. Mark turned to me. You knew. Guilt washed over me, I nodded weakly. I was handling it. Handling it? Mark stormed out, slamming the door. Elena retreated to her room, sobs echoing. Alone in the kitchen I crumpled, tears flowing. How had we reached this? My mind raced back. Our perfect family facade, holidays, photos, all masking the cracks. Now exposed, raw. Mark returned hours later, whiskey on his breath. She has to end it or she's out. Ultimatum delivered, cold and final. The next morning tension thickened the air. Elena packed a bag, defiant. If you can't accept me, I'll leave. Mark's resolve cracked slightly. You're my daughter. But this? It's wrong. Wrong, the word stung. In his world love followed scripts. Boy meets girl, marriage, kids. But Elena's script deviated, challenging everything. I mediated, voice trembling. Give her time. Give us time. But time was a luxury we lacked. Adriana called, worried. Elena's not answering. Is she okay? I snapped. This is your fault. But was it? Adriana's voice softened. I never meant to hurt your family. But love isn't something you switch off. Her words lingered, forcing me to confront my own buried feelings. In my youth, I'd crushed on a female roommate, dismissed it as confusion. Now seeing Elena's pain, I wondered. Had I chosen safety over truth? Elena chose confrontation. She met Adriana secretly, their meetings fraught with risk. One night, I followed her to a park, watching from afar as they embraced. Adriana's hand on Elena's back, tender yet possessive. Jealousy? No envy. They had what I'd denied myself. But society loomed. Whispers at school, parents pulling kids from soccer. Adriana's job hung by a thread. The school board caught wind. Anonymous tip, likely from a nosy neighbor. Adriana was called in. Suspended pending investigation. Age difference, they cited, though legal. Elena raged. They're bigots. Mark saw opportunity. Good. Ends it. But Elena's eyes hardened. It ends nothing. She skipped classes, grades slipping, scholarships jeopardized. Inside, Elena battled. Love versus family. Why can't you support me, Mom? She'd ask, voice breaking. I'd hesitate, torn. Support meant defying Mark's society. Silence meant losing her. Mark, meanwhile, sought help. Therapy for confusion. It's a phase, he'd insist. But Elena's retort. It's who I am. The arguments escalated, doors slamming, words like weapons. One heated night, Mark accused Adriana of grooming. Elena defended. She didn't pursue me. I did. Revelation hit like thunder. Elena, the initiator? It shifted blame, complicating morals. Was it empowerment or recklessness? Mark stormed off again. I followed, pleading reconciliation. But he confessed. I'm scared. What if we lose her forever? Fear united us paradoxically. We talked late, vulnerabilities surfacing. Mark admitted his rigid views stemmed from his own father's abandonment, craving stability. I shared my college secrets, surprising him. You, he whispered. Nodding, I said. I chose us. But Elena's choosing herself. Dawn broke with uneasy truce. No ultimatums but boundaries. Yet drama intensified. Adriana, facing unemployment, considered leaving town. For Elena's sake, she told me in a clandestine meeting. Her green eyes dimmed, sacrifice evident. I love her enough to let go. But Elena overheard, confronting. Don't you dare. Their argument spilled into public drawing stares. Elena's choice, fight or fold. She fought. Rallying friends, she outed herself at school, speech fiery. Love is love. Backlash swift, slurs isolation. But support trickled. A few allies, a teacher. Home front thawed slightly. Mark attended a PFLN meeting, reluctant but present. Change crept, painful yet promising. Still costs mounted. Elena's dream college deferred admission, citing distractions. Heartbroken, she blamed herself. Was it worth it? Inner monologue tormented. Freedom's price, family strain, future dimmed. But Adriana's embrace reaffirmed. Yes. As conflicts peaked, a family therapy session loomed, make or break. The therapy office smelled of stale coffee and forced calm, walls adorned with generic motivational posters. We sat in a circle, me, Mark, Elena, and surprisingly Adriana, invited at Elena's insistence. The therapist, Dr. Ellis, a middle-aged woman with kind eyes, started. Let's discuss feelings openly. Mark shifted uncomfortably, arms crossed. Elena clutched Adriana's hand, defiant. Mark spoke first, voice gruff. This relationship, it's inappropriate. Coach and student. Adriana countered calmly. Former student now. And it was mutual. Elena interjected. Dad, you don't get it. I pursued her. Revelations poured. Elena's loneliness in our perfect home, feeling unseen amid expectations. You wanted the star athlete, the straight-A girl. But I'm more. Mark's facade cracked. I just want what's best. But best by whose measure? Dr. Ellis probed. What if best includes happiness? Silence fell. Mark's eyes misted. Happiness? In a world that judges. Truth hung heavy, society's gaze unyielding. Adriana shared her story. Closeted in a military family, disowned at 20. I paid dearly for hiding. Don't make Elena pay. The session unearthed betrayals. My silence, Mark's rigidity, Elena's secrecy. You lied to us, Mark accused Elena. She fired back. Because I knew this reaction. Tears flowed, hugs tentative. Progress. Incremental. But outside reality bit. School reinstated Adriana, but with warnings. Whispers persisted. Elena faced peer backlash. Friends ghosting, online trolls. One post. Coach's pet, literally. She deleted her social media, withdrawing. Inner turmoil raged. Is love worth this isolation? Adriana comforted. We're in it together. But doubt seeded. Adriana's career scars, Elena's youth. A pivotal confrontation. Mark met Adriana alone. Why her? He demanded over coffee. Adriana's reply. She sees me, not the coach, the woman. Mark pondered, seeing parallels to his own marriage, choosing despite odds. Take care of her. He grumbled, a reluctant blessing? Not quite, but a step. Home dynamics shifted. Dinners included awkward small talk. Mark asked about soccer, avoiding the elephant. But Elena pushed. Acknowledge us. Mark hesitated. I'm trying. Trying the word a lifeline. Yet society intruded. A family gathering. Ants clucking about phases. Elena snapped. It's not a phase. Storming out, she questioned, staying. Adriana proposed a break. To ease pressure. Elena recoiled. That's giving in. Argument ensued. Voices raised in Adriana's apartment. You're scared, Elena accused. Adriana admitted. Yes for you. Your future. Sacrifice loomed. Elena's choice. Persist or protect. She persisted, but at cost. College apps revised, dreams downsized. Community college, she mused bitterly. Inner voice screamed. This is the price of authenticity. Friends rallied, forming a support group. One confided. I'm by, your courage helps. Ripple effects, bittersweet. Mark's transformation accelerated. Reading books on LGBTQ+ families. Attending more meetings. I was wrong, he admitted one night. Apology profound, healing begun. But scars remain, trust fractured. High drama struck. An ex of Adriana's surfaced, jealous, spreading rumors. She's a player, texts claimed. Elena confronted. Truth. Adriana confessed past flings but swore change. Betrayal stung. You hid this. Trust tested. Elena wavered. In solitude, Elena reflected. Love's fragility, society's cruelty. Do I fight or fold? Decision crystallized. Confront the ex, demand cessation. Bold move, empowering. Ex back down but damage done, more isolation. Family united against external threats. Mark defended Elena at work. My daughter's gay, so what? Pride swelled in me, growth evident. Yet moral quandaries persisted. Was enabling this right? Age gap ethics debated inwardly. Elena's youth versus Adriana's experience, power imbalance? Dr. Ellis advised boundaries, we heeded. As tensions simmered, a community event loomed, Pride Parade. Elena wanted to attend with Adriana. Mark's response. I'll come too. Turning point. Hope flickered. But before, a heated argument. Elena accused us of slow acceptance. It's conditional. Mark retorted. Change takes time. Words cut deep, regrets immediate. Parade day arrived, nerves taut. Stepping out together, symbolic. The Pride Parade pulsed with color and energy. Rainbow flags waving under Denver's clear sky. Elena walked hand in hand with Adriana, her blonde hair tied back, face alight with tentative joy. Mark and I trailed, his hand in mine, solidarity forged in fire. But inside, doubts lingered. Were we intruders or allies? Crowds cheered, Elena beamed. This is freedom, she whispered to Adriana. Yet freedom's edge cut. A heckler shouted slurs. Mark tensed, ready to defend. Elena's eyes flashed fear, then resolve. Ignore them, Adriana urged. But the incident scarred, reminding of world's harshness. Post-parade exhaustion hit. Elena confessed. It's overwhelming. Adriana nodded. Worth it though. Home reflections deepened. Mark admitted. Seeing you happy. It matters. Elena hugged him, tears shared. Healing progressed but slowly. Adriana integrated more dinners, game nights. Awkward at first, then natural. Mark even joked. Beat me at Scrabble again? Laughter bridged gaps. But undercurrents swirled. Elena's college acceptance came, local, not dream school. Settling, she muttered. Inner conflict. Blame love or society? Adriana encouraged. Build from here. Supportive, yet Elena sensed strain. Adriana's job offers elsewhere. Temptation arose. Adriana considered a coaching position in California. Better opportunities, she said. Elena panicked. You're leaving. Argument flared. For us, stability. But Elena saw abandonment. Running from judgment. Adriana's defense. Protecting our future. Choice stark. Stay and struggle or relocate and restart. Elena chose ultimatum. Stay or it's over. Adriana recoiled. Don't force this. Tension peaked, silence deafening. Days apart, both agonized. Adriana's mind. Love means sacrifice, but whose? Elena's. Am I selfish? Reconciliation tentative. Adriana declined the job. You're my future. Relief washed, but resentment simmered. Costs tallied. Dreams deferred, relationships strained. Society's pressure amplified. A local news story on inappropriate teacher-student relations. Veiled reference. Elena raged. They're targeting us. Mark mobilized. Letters to editors, advocacy. Growth manifest. Personal betrayals emerged. A friend leaked details, Elena confronted. Why? Response. It's wrong. Friendship severed. Isolation deepened. Inner voice. Trust no one. Family therapy continued, unearthing more. My confession. I envy your bravery, Elena. She softened. Then why fight it? Answer fear. Mark echoed. We all fear loss. High-stake decision. Elena proposed moving in with Adriana post-graduation. Mark objected. Too soon. Debate raged. Independence versus protection. Elena's plea. Let me live. Mark's concession. With conditions, visits, check-ins. Graduation day loomed, symbolic milestone. Elena walked stage, diploma in hand, eyes on us. Family expanded to include Adriana. Cheers mixed pride and pain. Post-ceremony confrontation. Mark pulled Adriana aside. If you hurt her. Threat veiled but intent clear. Adriana nodded. I won't. Trust building fragile. Elena's inner peace elusive. Nights wondering. Is this happiness or survival? Adriana sensed. We'll make it. But doubts persisted. A twist. Adriana's family reached out. Reconciliation offer. After years, she marveled. Elena encouraged. Go. Trip planned but anxiety mounted. What if they reject us? Visit tense. Adriana's parents, conservative, met Elena coolly. Questions probed. Just a phase. Elena defended. Real love. Dinner awkward but breakthrough, tears, hugs. Acceptance partial but start. Return home empowered. But local backlash intensified. Petition against Adriana's coaching. Elena rallied community. Speeches, petitions. Fight back fierce. Climax neared. Board meeting, decision pending. Elena testified. Love isn't a crime. Supporters outnumbered foes. Victory. Reinstatement. Euphoria short-lived. Costs reflected. Friendships lost. Innocence shattered. Elena pondered. Was the battle worth the scars? As dust settled, family bonded stronger. Mark hosted barbecue. Adriana included. Laughter genuine. Yet questions lingered, choices echoes resounding. With Adriana back at work, life normalized superficially. Elena enrolled in community college, majoring in psychology, inspired by her turmoil. To help others, she said. Classes challenged but Adriana tutored, their bond deepening amid studies. Yet shadows loomed. Subtle discriminations, stares, exclusions. One evening Elena broke. Sometimes I wonder if straight would be easier. Adriana held her. But not true. Vulnerability shared, strengthening resolve. Mark overheard, offering. It's okay to question. His evolution complete? Nearly. A new conflict. Elena's old crush resurfaced. A boy from school, now friend. Innocent hangouts sparked jealousy in Adriana. Just friends, Elena assured. But Adriana's insecurity flared. Your age, options open. Argument escalated. You doubt me. Trust frayed. Elena's inner debate. Fluidity? No certainty in her love. But society's bisexuality assumptions irked. She confronted Adriana. This is paranoia. Apology followed but scar remained. Family intervened. Dinner discussion. Mark mediated. Communication key. Lessons learned applied. Broader impacts. Elena volunteered at LGBTQ+ Center, advocating. Empowerment grew, purpose found. Adriana joined, duo dynamic. But personal toll. Health scare. Elena's stress-induced anxiety attacks. Doctor-advised therapy complied. Sessions unearthed. Parental pressures, societal weights. Healing ongoing. Mark's full acceptance shown. Attending pride events wearing ally pins. Proud dad, he declared. I beamed, our marriage fortified through crisis. Yet moral ambiguities persisted. Age gap revisited in quiet moments. Ethical? Elena dismissed. We work. But outsiders judged. A betrayal twist. Adriana's colleague, envious, reported again falsely. Investigation reopened. Elena despaired. Endless. United they fought. Evidence gathered, allies mobilized. Hearing intense. Accusations flew, defenses mounted. Elena's testimony poignant. Our love harms no one. Verdict. Cleared. Relief profound but exhaustion total. Adriana questioned. Continue here? Relocation discussed. Fresh start elsewhere. Elena wavered. Family ties strong. Leaving feels like defeat. Inner conflict. Roots versus freedom. Decision deferred. Life proceeded. Holidays shared, traditions adapted. Christmas. Gifts exchanged, toasts to resilience. New Year brought clarity. Elena proposed. We stay fight. Adriana agreed. Together. Growth evident. Elena thrived academically, friendships reformed. Adriana promoted, respect earned. But reflections deepened. Costs cataloged. Lost innocence, strained relations. Gains. Authenticity, love. In quiet nights Elena pondered right choices? No regrets but lessons hard won. Family dinner 1 year later. Laughter filled, bonds unbreakable. Mark raised glass. To us, all of us. As story closes, echoes remain. Love triumphed, but at what price? Was forcing acceptance on a reluctant family the right path? Or should love have yielded to preserve peace?